find. Glad to see that I could help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
Yes, let you flow with some of the music there. But yes, it is. It's time for another edition of Butch On Sports. Simply Butch is here, and always thanks for tuning in, boys and girls, as we just get over the hump. Yes, we did. We just did get over the hump. Uh, Giving you some sports news you can't get enough of. We're going to jump right on into the I would call it the real nitty gritty on this particular subject here. As we're going to lead this off, I think it's appropriate to lead this off first. This is the big news of the day. Ohio State places Urban Meyer on paid administrative leave. This was Sam Cooper of Yahoo Sports reported this early today about our rival in college football. Ohio State has placed head coach Urban Meyer on administrative leave. The school had made a decision to come up in the fallout of a situation involving wide receivers coach Zach Smith, who Myers fired last week. Smith was accused of domestic violence multiple times over a 6-year period by his then-wife, Courtney, dating back to Zach's time on Meyer's staff at Florida. How much Meyer knew about the accusations against the longtime assistant has come into question at the University of the Ohio State University. And it is at the center of a lot of things going on campus, quick, fast, and in a hurry. In a press release, Ohio State said it is conducting an investigation into these allegations. Ryan Day, the team offensive coordinator, will serve as the acting head coach. We are focusing on the supporting our staff and getting the truth as the expeditious as possible results will be released. Myers also released a statement via AD Gene Smith and agreed that he believes that the leave during the inquiry will facilitate as it completion. That means he's going to be back in his reality. It allows the team to conduct a training camp with minimal distractions. I'm eagerly looking forward to the resolving or resolution of this matter and being back on the team. That's what Urban Myers is preaching to the choir of the Ohio State brass. Now, if you did not know about this situation, let's get you caught up a wee bit as things are right now taking place of negotiations, as I like to call it there. Yes, negotiation of something that's been going on for quite some time with a member of Urban Meyer's staff. So many says, why is this guy still working for you? Either the bond is good or what do he have on you that you continue to hire him knowing that he has a problem in his marriage that need to be addressed as far as domestic violence is concerned. And maybe not going to the aid and telling them, me being a friend, and obviously you're a good friend or you're one of the best in the business. I don't know. But again, you're out there. This guy's been on your staff, and you don't know that much about him, other than very hard to believe. And Ohio State's getting in front of it. Yes, they're getting in front of it, which they should have been a long time ago. Again, something missed. When you're investigating the person, he's thinking, this is the staff he's bringing in. And you mean to tell me these things are, I don't know. It had to be sometime back at Ohio State when this man come on campus. I'm talking about Smith. Why is it that we don't know that much about him and keep our eye on this? Did it just start back from something long ago? No one's saying. So that's the last you're going to hear about it from me until we get something definitive about this particular situation. And right now, that's all we do to have definitive. And once upon a time, him and his wife, or ex-wife, as they say, or separated wife, Courtney, has had problems domestically. And this goes all the way back. And he's been at Florida now for quite some time and been out of football for about a couple years. Then you add on these years at Ohio State. He's known this particular coach for quite some time. And maybe that's where Ohio State is fizzled. Who else on your team you got that has no business here? There we go. I said it. Moving on to the Detroit Lions, Matt Patricia got those. Had those. Oh, let me stop here. Had the players back on their toes today at Allen Park, Michigan, after a much needed day off for many of those particular players who's going through their first and foremost entity of professional football training camp. The real deal. With no layover. You're a paid employee now. This is how you get your chow. You will earn it. And Matt Patricia got them on their behinds and then making them earn it. And it's good to see that you can appreciate, once you get into the game that you really want to be here. And I'm quite sure on the first day of pads on Sunday, okay, the first day of pads was Sunday now. They can go hit one another. They're doing Oklahoma drills. Oklahoma drills in many categories. Everybody has their interpretation of it, but normally you got two men. You got the offense on one side, the defense on another side, and you got the center pit there. And you pick one person from the defensive side and one person from the offensive side that maybe make a box, one at the one end, one at the other. When the coach or the officials blow their whistle, the ball is in the middle, and you pick up the ball, or in most cases, sometimes they put the ball on the offensive side. He picks up the ball and runs after or toward the defensive player to get through the box. Those are old-fashioned games, man. And Patricia says he normally uses those particulars. A lot of his tactical little moves. When he knows they're tired, they know they're huffing and puffing and think the practice is over. And surprise them with maybe an extra half an hour for goodies, such as the Oklahoma drill, or as I call it, the box. Good things are going on at Lions camp. They got about a good more this week. It'll be maybe the tail end of the big-time practices, because I'm quite sure on Monday of next week, Monday, yeah, they will be getting ready for the Oakland Raiders that latter part of the week, Thursday or Friday there, and be able to hit some other opponents there. They got the Giants coming in the week after this particular at a practice there, so they can really gang up on some, do some really damage there before they play in the stadium, which is Ford Field, per exhibition game. I'm just talking. We keep it going, keep it moving. The Detroit Pistons, they introduced, their new coach, Dwayne Casey, June 20th, 2018, That was at Little Caesars Pizza. And, doing all this conversation here, he had a lot to say about one man in particular, and that was Stanley Johnson. Stanley Johnson, he's off the world. I mean, he complimented him from head to toe. But Stanley Johnson, one thing Stanley Johnson got to prove, he got to prove his offense. There's no doubt that this guy is an aggravating force on defense there. Many knows of that. Many coaches, visiting coaches that I talked to, has complimenting things about Stanley Johnson when he wants to play defense. Makes it very hard and difficult on many of the players in the NBA. But he'll never be a threat unless he can learn how to put the ball in the hoop and be more consistent on it. And he's been told by Dwayne Casey, the new head coach of the Detroit Pistons, that he got to raise his ante on three-pointers. So, from what we understand, as of per Monday or Sunday, I got this stuff on Sunday, and got it confirmed on Monday that he was playing in the Drew League. Okay, the summer pro am league, and based in L.A. And he was slinging them three-pointers like a hawk slinging slop. And hawks don't sling no slop, they eat it. But that was the emphasis on Stanley Johnson, where a lot of people who went down there and partaked into that particular there said that about Stanley Johnson. He was slamming them up there and making a good amount on a roll there. And been also been told to me that he's been kind of working with this coach named Chris Barkley, or Brickley, as I should call it. He's also been working out with another person in general, name of Carmelo Anthony. Now, he's not officially on a team yet, but yesterday we talking about the Atlanta Hawks, that is. That's the team that he was traded to. They gave him ultimatum of buying out his contract. And for that to happen, unless you want a bunch of BS to go with it, Carmelo Anthony has to take low. He's going to lose some money just to get out of something, but yet and still not give up the farm. So they gave about $4.2 million. That's what Atlanta's giving Carmelo. Just go ahead and go about your business. And I know he has a lot more money coming in, probably maybe about $8 million if he played that particular season with the Atlanta Hawks there. But something sneaky about this. He's not on the team as of yet. A lot of people are kind of read that say he's going to Houston. I don't believe that. I believe something else is in the works. And wherever this guy goes, which is Carmelo Anthony, he ain't going to be able to get those $8, $9, $10 million as Dino promised. Not going to happen. You know what's going to happen? He's going to be glad he's on a team that someone even allow him to come off the bench and play. Maybe a good 20 minutes a game. And if we don't show right on that, oh well. You read the doggone book. Don't put out doubt that the Pistons ain't talking to this guy too. Don't do it. Anything to make a team a wee bit better. Speaking of a wee bit better is our Detroit Tigers. As of today, they have won 2 in a row. And I know many of you know about that. Yesterday, or Tuesday per se, was a long day up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon for many. But I've seen that the players that were somewhat hospitable for the Detroit Tigers will be going out of town by sundown. Only one of them did, and that's Leonis Martin. He's out the door. And I have not said that, that I just knew this guy is going to be thrown out in the street. You knew that the Tigers, in order to receive their player getting younger and not older, getting more stabler, and finding out who wants to be here and who don't want to be here, kind of attitude here, was the huge thing to be had when it comes down to being or making themselves accountable to be on a baseball team. Martin got Martin. He's gotten injured a couple times already this summer for the Detroit Tigers. So why should they play when Toby went away? Farmer was another one there who was supposed to be highly coveted, highly looked at. He's on his way out in the street by sundown. Hey, he got hurt on the disabled list. Who's going to take you? Nobody. And Nicholas Castellanos, you just knew he was on the All-Star team, didn't you, boys and girls? Didn't you? No, he was not. Go home and go play. That's the word for Nick. And although he was seen very professional on the air, I bet you he was leaked off like a Christmas tree when he went on vacation. Wasn't the same old thing, huh? Mike Fiers, okay? He was supposed to be on that long list, including Francisco Liriano. The Flyers was on that list too. A player being highly looked at. Now, let's get this very clear here. It can still happen. They can still be waived. Either they're picked up by waivers or they clear waivers where they can go about their business and be taken care of in that manner. That's what I say. Somebody still pick them. Verlander happened to him. Believe that. So it's still going to be picked. But I'm going to tell you this and tell you this right now. This season's not over when it comes down to doing some dealing. And I think the best deals are among us. I think they really are. Like I said, Flyers today got injured. They just opened the game up here, And he got hurt, and where he didn't pitch too much long on Wednesday. Coach still, the Tigers won the game 7-4. Let me mention that too, boys and girls. They won. I was out of there like a bad habit. And that makes it all complete here, boys and girls. And you know what? People are not going to take your guys when you've been crapola here as far as injuries are concerned. Not going to happen. And a player wanted to get out of town by sundown, like Alex Wilson today. He looked like he definitely don't not care. Now, I ain't saying that he didn't or did not, but he sure gave the impression with those 5 hits in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row before he was pulled out of there like a bad habit. Don't think I ain't watching. Yep, a day after the trades all cease here, Flyers get injured. He has today, right now, he's working. He has a lower left shin contusion. Flyers were struck by a comebacker off the bat of Mason Williams in the top of the second inning. And he finished the inning, but after all fails, he didn't come back out there to meet and greet anybody. X-rays were taken and they were negative. So, hey, that was the end of that. But wait, there's more. There's more with this scenario. Jose Iglesias was supposed to be one of them Tigers too. It was highly maybe asked about. And you know what? in the trade that they received for my team, they get another doggone shortstop. Another shortstop. And I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was a big fat joke. I thought it was a big fat joke indeed. But to get a shortstop from my people, the Cleveland Indians, and can we be a better team than that here? Jose Iglesias, he drove in 3 runs, a Ducey homer, and the Tigers survived because Cincinnati was coming back. And, although this is a 2-game sweep for the Detroit Tigers, let's look at this old scenario here and put back on the Wayback Machine. Yes. Let's put it back on the Wayback Machine. Way back when, back in, I think, June, the Tigers was on a winning streak of so many games. I do believe it was maybe 7 or 8. Oh, who cares? And there was more than the time after to play the Cincinnati Reds in Cincinnati. The Cincinnati Reds at that time had a worse record than the Detroit Tigers. If we can remember back, only the Detroit Tigers were a game and a half away from first place over the Cleveland Indians. That Cincinnati Reds was the second worst team in all of baseball. Boy, have the tables turned since then, huh? Cincinnati's now around about, again, after the day, they're about, I think, they're 11 games from 500. But the Tigers, woo, Lord. They're a little better than that. I think the Tigers, again, about 12 games. Maybe a little bit more than that. Over 500. Or under 500. From 2 to crap. The Detroit Tigers have showed their weight. Now, they got 2 months to show, I guess, the adrenaline here. And I said it once and I said it before here. I don't think the Detroit Tigers fans have the tolerance to go through another year of crap. They expect this team to learn and earn something and people to get better and then for them to bring the best team up here possible. And let it all hang out. And I don't mean no harm with players like Jones, who does an incredible job on defense at times, but on offense he stinks. A 207 batting average, come on, this is a professional baseball league when you got others who can do better than that, or make an attempt to do better. And he's been given every opportunity in town, boys and girls. Let's get it right. If we're going to stink, let's stink. Doggone trying to find out who wants to be on this team for next year. That's what I say. I don't know y'all agree with me, but that's how I feel about this whole thing. That's what I do. I really do. Let's find out who wants to be pitchers, catchers, outfielders, infielders. Let's find out who's who. Oh, wow. Hey, and that ends another beautiful ordeal with Butch On Sports. Yes, I am simply Butch. Check me out on Facebook, boys and girls, SIMPOYBUTCHTOO.podomatic.com. And also go to Facebook. It's Butch On Sports on Facebook. Give me a like. Catch me on the game on Mondays. Get ready for September. New season. And enjoy the rest of the week. Over the hump day. Hope you got over the hump safely. Boy, that rain was something else last night. But I lived maybe not even 3 miles, 2.5 miles where a tornado had landed. So I thank God for being here to give you this podcast here. And having some lights and electricity to do it with. I'm out of here, boys and girls. Catch you later. Butch On Sports is again a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions. We're going to do this again at the tail end of the week.